Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. This is Livewire Radio 95.7 FM and LiveWireRadio.com. The brother just called in a while ago. We couldn't talk to him upon the ear because we're not taking calling on the program right now. But him full of lyrics to blood.
Definitely.
Talk a whole heap of crap. Anyway, Bridget, one night we're gonna definitely give you a shot to call in on the show, and then definitely we'll get you in. You got the number. You can call back in. We don't really take calls on. I mean, we need to start doing that. We need to start taking calls,
live calls,
on this on the podcast.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yeah. So, all right, you in with Livewire 95.7 FM, and of course again LiveWireRadio.com. J-Star, what's the next topic, brother?
Damn, man, we on Let's Talk, man. You can't forget Let's Talk.
We talking.
Because we talking. But right now, guys, I'm kind of. You know what I mean? Put the camera on me real quick. Please. Please.
Ashley, turn on the camera.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? So, listen, man. It bothers me right now. I'm just like, where is the humanity? Humanity. Tell me if I'm saying the word.
Humanity.
Yes, humanity.
Yeah, you got
it right. Thank you, Dave. Where is that?
Yeah.
Where is it? In Guyana, right? Is this older woman? She sound older. I can't see her face. I don't know if she's 30, 40, 50, 60.
But she older.
Doesn't matter. She sound old enough.
Right.
She basically said, "Hey, driver, conductor, can you please stop the music because you have kids on the bus,
right?
That and the music that you played
is not.
They have cussing.
Yeah.
They have a lot of things inside of the songs that
shouldn't be there.
That should have been there, but not should have been there, but just
it's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate.
Right.
And she's just basically saying, "Hey, can you change the music, turn it down or something?"
Yeah.
I'm not that old, but I know back in the days
when you
in my time,
person,
if an older person come in a bus and she said turn that down,
well, she don't even have to say it. If an older person come in the bus, automatically you'll be like,
yo, let me change up the music.
Granny, now we can't play them to their own granny. Yeah,
and she's not saying nothing wrong because kids are on the bus.
Right.
Everybody will respect that woman and turn that music down.
Absolutely.
Now this guy, the conductor, not the driver, he came out the bus, ran around, opened the door, and she's just like, he's telling her to get out the bus.
Right.
She's like, I'm not getting out the bus. He intend to grab her phone and assault that woman in that bus.
Turn the music, please. I just asked you to turn on the music. You're playing cussing music, indecent language and your music, cheering that on your boss. Me coming out. You want to take me out, you can pull me out. And listening.
I'm hoping that woman have a son.
You know what I mean? Bro, listen. I'm not promoting violence.
I'm not, but
listen to me carefully. Whoever that guy is, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. But whoever he is,
need ass whooping.
He needs I don't want to say ass whooping because I don't want to promote violence.
I'm not promoting violence.
You know what I mean?
Ass whooping is ass whooping. I got someone else as a kid.
Let me tell you something. You're ashamed to the Guyanese culture. Wherever you're from, you're ashamed to your family. And I know your mom didn't raise you like that. I know your father didn't raise you like that. I know the people around you in your community did not raise you like that. You know better than that. Why the hell are you grabbing somebody's phone? She tell you to change the music. Change the music. Respect that.
Yeah.
It's a grown woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's a grown woman.
Right.
And she's right.
Yeah, the music is not appropriate.
It's not appropriate. You have kids on the bus.
Yeah. And what if she's a Christian?
You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't even matter if she's a Christian or not.
Right.
It doesn't even matter. All that matters is that this is an older woman telling you the music that you're playing is not appropriate.
But take it from this take it from this standpoint also. She is a customer.
She's a customer. So and okay, hold on 1 second. Why is these things happening? Why is young men acting like animals?
I want to say something.
Towards grown people.
Why? Wait, hold on. Why is young men acting as animals? Why is young men acting uneducated? Why is young men acting as if they don't have no type of sense?
Right.
Why is young men feeling like
It's cool.
to do these things? Why they feel like it's okay to do it?
Yeah, it's wrong. Bro.
And you see, the thing is, you know what I'm more upset about? If you watch the video, there's people in the bus that's actually recording and ain't doing anything. So let that happen 5-10 years ago.
Yeah,
That happened
there
They would have whooped his ass.
outside of
Everybody inside that bus would have get up and whoop his ass.
Yeah,
you would never got a chance to do
it. You
it.
can't touch Granny.
And I'm telling you this right now.
Yeah.
If I was there, it wouldn't go down that way.
I'm telling you.
And I listen, I'm from Guyana, so
Yeah.
I'm being straight up. If I was there, it would not went down that way.
It would have been some shit.
Me and you would have been on the ground.
I ain't from
Simple as
Guyana,
that.
but if I was there, that
Simple as that.
motherfucker was gonna get his ass whooped.
Because
I'm sorry.
listen, real quick. Why is these things happening? And people are sitting there
And
recording
allowing it.
and allowing it to happen.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Yeah, so you see what just take place in Guyana where you ask why these things are happening. The answer is simple, you know. It's just like this is happening in Jamaica as well.
All over the world.
You understand?
Yeah.
I know more Jamaican culture and Guyanese culture are pretty similar.
Close, yeah.
You understand? Pretty close. You understand? And the music that they're playing on the bus, I can guarantee that is dancehall music.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Most
I
likely,
remember
yeah.
when I was a kid in Jamaica. I remember when I used to take bus. When I used to take the little mini bus. them.
Yeah, the minibus.
Yeah, right. I used remember I was a kid. I remember one time an older person come on the bus.
Them thing they done.
The music turn
Shit.
off.
Yeah, and then put it to radio.
Soon as Granny said, our older person
Come
said-
on the bus. You not have to say nothing.
Yeah, soon as them say slap music.
Yeah.
You understand? Slap
Change.
music or whatever.
Down on radio.
Change. And you see nowadays, right? I think I don't want to like I don't like the music. I don't like the dancehall music one bit that's going on today. But I think the music is what's emboldening these young youths to do this type of thing. Basically, like it's the music.
It influenced what the people think about.
Music, music is influencing. You understand? Because I remember back in the days when I was in Jamaica. I remember one time old people play slap. You know, when young people play slap music, that's what they call it.
Right.
You have to shut it off.
Yeah,
You
when old
understand?
people come around, you have to show respect.
You have to show respect. You understand? Nowadays, these youths feel like, they don't have to show respect because the music is so prevalent.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the only type of music they listen to.
Right.
And they want to listen to it. And it's kind of coming to this, like, selfish type of thing where
Right.
it's like, you know, they're feeling selfish. They don't have to play.
Whatever you want to hear.
And it's the thing
But
that's
it's a
being
customer
lost.
service thing
But-
as well.
No, but it's the thing that's lost. That's being lost in the Caribbean and Jamaica as a whole
Yeah.
is community.
Yeah.
You
Go ahead.
understand?
Yeah.
It's community that's being lost in the Caribbean. You understand?
Yeah.
You have the Caribbean is taking on this mentality of America, which is individualism.
Right.
You understand? Where you just concerned for yourself.
And you don't care about nobody
and
else.
They create this selfish type of thing.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Back in the days, the Caribbean had a more of a community type of feel.
True.
But now, due to like technology, like social media, people see what's going on in
America. Right. So now people adapting that.
They start taking that influence. You understand? So that's why now youths feel like, hey, they don't have to listen to certain things that older people
Right.
said. Like
You gotta tell me.
your values are breaking
Change.
down
Yeah,
because
yeah.
now you're being influenced by social media.
Right.
You understand? So now it's like a case of like I'm gonna do what I see on my phone. Like
Right.
you're not gonna do what your elders used to do. You're not
Right.
following tradition.
You're not right.
And
Culture gets
it's the
changed.
thing with Guyana. What I admire, because when I visited Guyana, I can see that in some ways Guyana still kept its culture.
Right.
And I hope that this individualism thing that's going on doesn't continue to
Well,
happen.
well-
Because in Jamaica, let me finish. In Jamaica, individualism is like prevalent now. You understand? Like the Jamaican culture, or you would say the traditional Jamaican culture
It's being wiped out.
being wiped out.
Yeah.
You understand? So I hope that, you know, in this case, you know, it changed.
Right.
But, you know,
Well,
in
this
Guyana
is something
and Jamaica.
that we talked about when we had War Child here, right? And I was saying that even though he was a very good artist and he made some good songs, I was concerned with the fact that they were making more music that were more geared towards badman thing and whatever.
And them taking on the Jamaican
right, and
thing.
then taking on the Jamaican emblem, and for me it becomes a problem because, like Shani B said, when I visited Guyana, I was impressed with the fact that Guyana had still the kind of culture or the kind of community that I used to see back in the day in Jamaica, and I think we lose that. We lose when we get more developed. We lose that piece of it.
I'm gonna tell you, Guyana gonna lose it fast because Guyana find all of that oil.
And the more developed fast.
Guyana GDP right now is gonna be over 100%. Guyana is gonna be the fastest developing Caribbean nation.
Well,
Guyana. Let me finish, because the oil that is found in Guyana by ExxonMobil is gonna push Guyana GDP to the highest. The only thing that I'm worried about with Guyana is if they have the government
to manage it,
because.
Most likely,
let me tell you something. If Jamaica find that.
Yeah.
Jamaica, right? Nobody can talk to Jamaica.
Jamaica cocky already.
You understand? Look on Trinidad. Trinidad find a little bit of the aisle.
Yeah.
And Trinidad
get gone crazy.
Gone cocky. You understand?
Yeah.
They get cocky to the point them can talk to Jamaica. You understand? So I hope it a case where when Guyana get the money, you understand, from ExxonMobil, and I hope it's a case where it benefit the Guyanese people and not ExxonMobil. Right.
Well, it's most likely because them coming for TV. The most it
benefit them, because I'm hearing stuff about the contract already.
That's real,
and it raises up a lot of things, and the government there, it doesn't seem like it can manage it, because the system is not in place to manage it from what I see.
Right.
I understand. Listen, and I agree, and I feel like we can, that's another, like, I would definitely want us to talk about the oil and stuff like that, and what the government is doing in terms of the oil, and is the Guyanese people going to benefit from it? But at the same time, Dave, I really want you to answer that question.
Right.
I really want you to tell me what you feel about the whole situation with just this conductor getting out the bus and assaulting this woman.
So first of all, there was no man.
First of all, just because I want you to insult him, and if you don't, then you don't. If you do, then you do. What do you think of this guy?
So first of all, I think that there was no real man on that bus. Every single man that was on that bus is a piece of crap. Because first of all, if a granny up on the bus and a man deal with a granny in the way, that guy dealt with granny. Every man on the bus will say, my youth, if you say another word to granny, we're going to have a problem. First of all. Secondly, I'm hoping that granny have a grandson or a son or somebody who going to check the brethren there. I'm not advocating violence, but I think he needs to be really checked and understand.
You need to be checked by the law.
Right. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Yes.
All right. Secondly, thirdly, I believe that every single Guyanese citizen, and we're gonna put the video up, or we're gonna put the thing up so you guys can see it. See the bus. Every single Guyanese citizen that lives in Guyana, that knows that bus, that has driven on that bus, needs to make sure that the owner of that bus or the people that's driving that bus never make another cent from anybody. That bus should come to the bus park and getting ready to fill, try to get people to go, and nobody get on it. Because just to show, because how you correct people's attitude is hit them where the money is. Because see that same guy, when nobody's riding the bus, based upon the fact that he was on the bus and he did what he did, then what the owner or the driver of that bus has to do is to replace him. Right? And if they replace him, he doesn't have a job. So now he understands, based upon his action, this is why you don't have a job. Right?
Yeah.
And fourthly, I believe that the police and the government need to see that, and they need to go get that guy, and he needs to spend a couple of nights down in the hole or somewhere to understand the reasons why he did what, just reflect.
And I put him in a hole, man. Put him in a sun box. Get a metal box and put him in the sun.
Guy in the prison, dirty, I ain't guy in the prison.
You're going to already jail.
You never know. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah. It's a good thing I leave Guyana when I was young. Yeah, because I probably would have been there right now for that guy, because like I said, man, like I feel like, honestly, and just to keep it real, man, I feel like people are losing themselves, man. Like like Guyanese people, not just Guyanese people, like young people in general.
Yeah.
Like they're losing themselves. Yeah. They'd rather have a video of what somebody's doing
rather than help somebody
instead of defending. Instead of setting an example. What I can't listen, honestly, and I'm not even doing this because of our show and Let's Talk and Live Wire Radio. I'm not doing this just because of that. But we all know, like, That's not the way, bro.
That's not it,
It's
bro.
social media, man. Like social
Like
media.
you rather
destroying
have a flipping video
social media.
to post on Facebook and
Click
Instagram.
on likes. Click on likes.
You rather have click on likes
Yeah, man.
rather than standing up for if you know what. And you see, the thing is, until it happened to them themselves,
Or their
that's when
family
they want
member.
to cry.
Or their
And
family
that's when they
member.
run to
Yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
But you know what? Just understand that what goes around
Comes around,
Comes
yeah.
around.
Yep.
Yeah, I tell you something. Social media, it's one of the worst thing invented. I'm gonna
I've
tell
been
you,
saying that shit.
it's one of the worst things
Because people
invented.
use it for the wrong things.
It use it for the wrong things, and it's just an addiction. Because look, I tell you, if you look at the psychology of social media, and when I was in college, I took a class called human interaction with computers, right?
Right.
And in that class, I talk about how the psychology of designing like a UI, which is a user interface on the phone,
Right.
how you design the app and how the app look.
Yeah. GUI.
Yeah.
Graphical user
Yeah,
interface.
right. And in that, right, it talks about like notifications and how notifications become a reward
Right.
for people. So when people get like a like,
Oh yeah, it's everything.
right, it releases
Endorphin.
dopamine. Yeah,
Endorphins.
it
And
release
dopamine.
that, right?
Yeah.
It releases the dopamine from your brain, and that rewards you. So now you feel like that's good. So now social media become an addiction to you. That's why for me personally, right? Because I know about this stuff and I studied it in school.
Right.
I don't be on social media all the time.
Yeah.
You understand? I barely go on like Facebook or Instagram.
Right.
You understand? But certain people out there,
They live by it.
Live by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You see, the thing is, right? What I still can't get to find. Like, the bus driver's there.
Mm-hmm.
He did nothing.
No real man.
There's people in the bus that did nothing.
No real man.
There's the guy itself that got up and literally assault that woman.
Yeah.
For
No real
talking.
man.
There's other people, when you read in the comments, there's people talking, making comments that, hey, as many times I had a headache and I'm going home and they got the music loud and you ask them to turn the music down and they won't turn the music down. But you know what's going to happen? You know how we're going to stop all of this nonsense? And I saw this guy on Facebook.
The one that did it?
No, not the guy that did it. Gordon Mosley, right?
Right.
I saw this guy, Gordon Mosley, and he said, we really need a real public transportation service in this country. I think absolutely yes.
The government run.
Yes.
Yes.
It's-
True.
Yes.
True.
Call out, you know what? Because these people, it's just a random guy. Like, listen, this is why people complain about, oh, we don't have jobs. Because of you being unprofessional.
Right.
You can't be professional on a job. A simple job. You don't respect your job. I know back in the days, when you get on a bus, a conductor will make sure you get home.
Right.
He already know who's getting
coming
on the
off
bus at
up
the
there,
time,
so
who's
Miss Gordon
going
on
on
this
the
side,
time,
Miss James over this side, yeah.
He making sure everybody get home. I know conductors used to make sure that, yo, I'm not leaving this park until this person comes
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they coming.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These young guys are just getting there, getting some money. It's like
it's about the money
They
right
don't
now.
have no type of. Come on, help me with a word, guys. You guys are smart enough.
What?
They don't have no type of
Decency.
nothing.
Yeah, no empathy, no
No
nothing.
empathy
Yeah.
of nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
And it breaks my heart because it's like, bro, Guyana is not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
I'm-
think so.
like,
yeah.
like I know, like I grew up seeing all the guys 18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, all the way up to 30.
Yeah.
They see mommy walking with a bag. Mommy, where you going?
Oh, let me get that back. Oh, yeah.
But if he feels so empowered to grab that woman's phone, to assault that woman, and he can't defend this.
So wait,
He's a jackass.
I want to know this, right? Is this something that happened a lot in Guyana, or is
Or
it
it's just,
something? This is a
isolated
one-off case.
It's not a one-off case.
It
Okay.
happened. Okay, so it's a
This is
growing-
not like a
Look,
one-off
I'm gonna
case.
tell you. You know what I mean?
Because it's clearly in the comments, other people complaining
That they
talking
happened
about
all the while.
this is something that's happening.
So
Right.
what I say, right? I think the Guyanese people really need to stop taking so much pages out of Jamaica book.
That's true.
I don't even think.
I know. I'm telling you, because the reason why I'm telling you is because when I visited Guyana, right?
Right.
I see that you guys are going to this transition phase, right?
Right.
And that transition phase was happening in Jamaica when I left Jamaica.
Right.
But you guys are going to this transition phase where you guys are like trying to like
Find your identity.
Find your identity, because
Right.
like it's like you guys are like trying to be like Jamaicans in a way. Not saying you guys are trying to be like Jamaican, but you guys are influenced a lot by Jamaicans.
But it's the music that influenced it.
Yeah,
right. That's influencing the culture. Right?
So it's influencing Guyana as well. And it's influencing Jamaica, and Jamaica is at a bad place. You understand? I'm not saying like Guyanese people are like exactly like Jamaica, because you guys have different cultures. Because when I went there, I saw that you guys preserved the culture with the whole,
which is great.
What do you think called Kwekwe?
Kwekwe.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
I was like,
we got to do something on that. Yeah, that's dope.
What I was saying, right?
Definitely.
The whole Kwekwe thing, right? It gives
it's
the
original
culture. It gives you that African feel, which is
yeah.
like, oh, you know, remember like black people came from Africa to Guyana, right? And it give you that feel. In Jamaica, you don't see none of that no
We
more.
lost that.
A big party and
Beer party and all
yeah.
them stuff. The woman a jump off from over there.
Tell them
over
on
there.
speaker box up, let's jump over this.
Woman a literally broke them neck and a spin pan head top and all them stuff.
But you see, and even though like Kwekwe is kind of worthless just like that, but it's a kind of decent way to do it, because they just sing the words.
Yeah, but
and the words have like a wirelessness, but you don't see nobody.
They used to have a thing called mento, and I forgot what it's called in Jamaica. That was similar to that, not for just weddings, but it was similar where you had those of either good on Afghan Railroad, gal and boy, if you go broke wax on, gal and boy, broke them one by one. They used to do that stuff. I remember that growing up. That was kind of the similar thing. They used to sing these folk songs. It doesn't exist.
That doesn't happen anymore.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. And I think as I said, I think the reason why it's like this now is because of social media.
Yeah,
definitely.
And it's because of this individualism that's taking place. It's influencing the world. You understand? Like America is a real messed up place to be. You understand? I live in America and I love it. You know, I love for the opportunities, but not a place to live.
Right.
It's a messed up place, but it's influencing other people through social media.
Right.
You understand?
Well,
individualism is like destroying a lot of things because people don't learn how to care for each other as
nobody care about nobody else.
as a
Just take care of
community.
me. Yeah. Community done.
Yeah. So
you know what? I see this the same thing that you're talking about, right? And people don't realize this. It happened in Trinidad. Because Trinidad's crime rate right now is crazy.
Oh my God!
All right, so that
influenced a lot by the
Jamaica.
reggae music.
Not reggae. Don't say reggae.
No, dancehall. Not
Don't
reggae.
say reggae.
Thank you.
Don't
Not
say
reggae.
that, okay.
But dancehall music by the dancehall culture. Jamaica is okay. So for a very, very long time, Jamaica has been the one island in the Caribbean that every other Caribbean island looked to, based upon reggae music was there, and Jamaica was making so much strides throughout the world, and do so much things all over the world
economically.
Right. But the problem with that is that then all the islands start losing their individual identity and start conforming to the same kind of thing. Now, we have some young kids in Jamaica that we lose the culture of Jamaica, right? And those young kids are driving the way with this dancehall music.
They're trying to be like America. And it's
that's the point.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. Exactly.
That's the problem.
So Jamaica trying to be like America, and Jamaica pick up the style, and then the rest of the Caribbean try to be like Jamaica. And it's crazy.
Let me tell you something. You see the thing with these young guys, they want to be
America.
But they're not, and they don't understand what people fall in love with. They fall in love with being different. Like, let me tell you something. If I'm American, you're American.
Yeah.
You're American. I don't care to know much about you.
No.
Because I know what I am.
And we all struggling, and we all fighting to make a life.
If you're different, like I want to know, like, what is Jamaica like?
Yeah.
And then what they're showing, it's like you
all the same
in the
thing.
music, you could tell, like,
Man.
I can't even tell if it's a trap song
or it's a reggae
or a dancehall song.
Everything is messed up.
Everything is different
all
now.
crushed.
But not to run away from that, right? We have people commenting under this video, talking about they ask the Guyana should have their own public transportation.
That's what I want to say. Like, I know, like in Jamaica, issues like this was a bit before, and then it created the JUTC,
and it helped,
and that helped to solve this issue. I believe that will help Guyana a lot. You understand? Because I remember back in the days, Jamaica never had like a public transport system.
Right.
I know it has.
And now it's
so it helped with a lot of things, and it helped with a lot of, like, I don't know if this is a case in Guyana, but like with the whole rape situation.
Yeah.
Well, people get dragged away in a taxi.
It
helps with it.
Listen.
So,
definitely. But I want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I want to say this. Shout out to all the people that comment under that video on Garden Mosley page. Just no tolerance on what this guy did. Guyana should have their own transportation system. A bunch of people just commenting under that video, and it just gave me a way of feeling
There's hope.
That is hope there, because there's a lot of people that saying, like, this is wrong. We're not standing for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I wish for the people that know this guy, before we take violence to the table, please talk to him.
Already. No, you should get out.
Reach out to him. Show him, like, hey, listen, right now it's not for you to feel like nobody beating up on you, but right now is a lesson.
What you do is wrong.
What you did was wrong.
Right.
Apologize and go out there and be the guy that you should be.
Turn it around. Make me see.
Be the young man that you should be.
I helped some grandma.
Because at the end of the day, it's not about locking people up and putting people away. People make mistakes, man.
Yeah, true.
We all make mistakes. We all make foolish mistakes.
True.
And I don't know if he was having a bad day. None of us know.
Right.
And I'm not here to beat up on him. I'm not here to trash talk this guy.
Right.
But did I like what you did? No. Did I agree with what you did? No. But if you know this guy, and I'm sure a lot of people know him, pull him aside, talk to him.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't listen, you should be his friend.
Yeah.
You should be somebody you should be associating yourself with this person, because that's not the way of life.
Right. And treating your
Even
elder.
if you didn't like what that older woman said,
It's your elder, bro.
you shouldn't even do that.
Yeah.
You asked her to come out your bus. This is not.
That's not how you do it.
That's not how you do it, man.
Treat
Your customer is first, bro.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's business 101. The customer always right.
The customer is right.
Yeah.
Somebody said turn the music down. Turn the music down.
Yeah.
You think these kids going to school and you want to hear Bucking on all the time? Bro, listen, I get it.
Yeah.
I used to get on the bus because I used to get on the hottest bus because
they got
you want to hear
music.
the music, you want to hear the boom, you want to hear everything, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if an older person
grandma
comes on the
gets turn that down.
yo, drop out, even if you have to drop grandma off first,
and then we get party.
Party after. Drop grandma off, man. What's the big deal, bro?
Look, I remember when I was in Jamaica.
Why these guys? Hold on, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Why these guys feel? I don't understand. Why you feel like this is the way? Why do you feel like this is okay? Why do you feel that you had the authority to actually
treat that older lady
treat
like
that
that?
woman that way?
Yeah.
When she wasn't even saying nothing wrong, just because you don't agree with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with everything that
Conflict
everybody does.
resolution, bro.
Just understand that, hey, man, listen. She said, turn it down. Change your music. Change it.
She's the customer.
Yeah. You understand? The kids got to stay there. The kids stay there and they don't like it. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They don't like it.
If it's a youngster, you'll be like, young man, listen to what me I say. But when it's a grandma,
And nobody should, until this guy apologize.
Yeah, they shouldn't
publicly,
let up of it.
Or apologize to that woman. Nobody shouldn't be taking that bus.
No, that bus should shut down.
Nobody should be taking that bus.
We make it a public call for that.
Yes.
Yeah. Shut that bus down. Until this guy's off the route or apologize. to the
Apologize.
She should get like the next 2 months of free ride on that bus.
Not even 2 months, the rest of her life, bro.
Yeah, for that disrespect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was growing up in Jamaica, I used to have the minibus them, right? And used to have a set of them that everybody wanted to take.
Because they went hot.
Because they hot them, I play the music and
Yeah.
as I said, I was growing up during the transition period.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like people used to have pitney and hang out with a bus and people and them stuff, and then you see them same bus that then wind up getting an accident.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of people die from them.
Yeah.
I just seen one the other day.
You understand? And getting an accident and them stuff. And as I said, this stuff started happening. Well, I was young. It could be happening way before, but like I started being exposed to it and started seeing two sides of Jamaica when I was young. Like I saw a side that was traditional.
Yeah, and then
I saw a side that's what it is today.
Right.
And it's like that transition period. And I don't want people to get it twisted, you know. You still have places in Jamaica
that still maintain the culture.
That still maintain the culture.
But it's few.
It's few. But remember, social media. A lot of people are getting their information from social media. So people are having this perception that all of Jamaica is bad.
Yeah.
You understand? Or all of the Caribbean is bad.
It's not.
And
Well,
social media is the problem, man.
Yeah,
Like all these young youths, they need to get
listen,
off social media.
I'm very like I'm very I just disagree with nobody stood up for her. I don't know if they did after,
Yeah.
but I feel like they
But
should have put a stop to it right there then. But like I said, hopefully this guy gets some help and get to realize like what he did was wrong. And if you have anything to say, you should just shut up. Don't say nothing to incriminate yourself more. You're only gonna sound stupid, because you're
Just
far from
apologize.
being right.
Just apologize.
You're far from being right. So I feel like
Just apologize.
listen,
for
we
that.
need to set examples, man.
Yeah, you know what? That's the same thing when you talk about social media. When Buju Banton first came out of jail, he did a song, "Me no like phone, me no own, me no like it."
Yeah.
And the whole concept of that song was like, instead of something
Your
happened
question.
and instead of
How you be coming up with all this thing? I don't even know what the hell you be going with it. Then it make perfect sense.
no, but, well, no, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
but Jamaica have nothing to do with Guyana and this conductor.
But I'm gonna show you when he came out with it, like, me no like phone, me no own, me no like it. The concept of that song was, when something happens to anybody, is as opposed to you having the humanity to say, let me try to help
The
somebody.
disconnect.
My first thought is pull out my phone, let me record it.
The disconnect.
You know,
I say Chronix.
Which would make perfect sense.
Chronix did
I
a
never
song.
say it didn't make perfect sense.
Chronix.
You know.
Chronix did a song talking about the same concept about likes.
yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
The
Oh yeah, I
song-
remember the current
the
song.
Chronix song.
Same idea.
And Chronix is basically saying all people care about
Is the
nowadays
likes,
is just the likes.
likes and the views.
And
yeah,
and he's talking about the entertainers as well, how they care about the likes more than the making the craft of the music, like
absolutely.
putting in the work into the music. You understand?
think even
'Cause if you look at Chronic's music, I keep saying this, like this guy, I don't even know where God get him from, but God need to make more of him, bro.
Wait.
Like, look, I'm
Where
just
God
saying,
get him from?
I don't know where
Yeah.
God get him from, but they need to make, they need more artists like him.
Yeah,
You
but
understand?
but
But let me finish my thought. Like,
yeah.
what he was saying is that basically nowadays the artists them is just like putting out music just to catch the hype.
Right.
And whereas him, right, when he put out his music, it's like you can listen to it
Right.
20 years from now,
And it's gonna be there.
60 years from now,
And it's gonna be there.
and it's like still there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
You still understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, as I said,
No.
social media is just like in every way it's affecting our society in the Caribbean and our culture, and we need to really learn how
Yes.
to unplug from it.
Yes, the Chronix. I'm gonna tell you something what I noticed with Chronix, and I don't know anything about Chronix life, but if you look at that particular artist, right, Chronix is one of them dude that grew up, even if his dad was
Traditionally.
right, if his dad was around, he had grandma and he had grandpa.
Traditional.
His behavior and the way he behaves, it's like,
Traditional.
okay, is that respectful
Traditional,
behavior?
yep.
Even Philly boy Teflon did a song talking about the likes. You know, you don't want to clicks on the views and all of that stuff. It's just prevalent throughout the whole culture and the Caribbean culture. Because when you talk about Caribbean culture, dancehall influence the entire Caribbean culture, and that's the problem.
That's the
because the
yeah.
whole Caribbean culture is at a place where we have to step back and say, let's get back into our tradition.
We need to
Definitely.
get rid of.
Let's-
Look, you see all of them new mobile artists that are come up right now. we
Not
need to-
only just them, all over.
all over, but like these guys are more prevalent because,
Yeah.
in my opinion, because
Yeah.
those are the guys that's pushing. Like the music that's talking about crime and violence,
Yeah.
you understand?
And disrespectful of-
and again,
disrespect of people.
it started out with my guy, which
Yeah.
you know more, my guy Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
You understand?
Uncle D, man.
He was the first. He's the first mobile artist.
Yeah.
You understand? Then after Tommy Lee, I think Tommy Lee actually started something where he came out and he was like, "I'm the demon,"
Right.
and
And
all
once you
these
put
all
yourself
these
in-
youths
Start
in
following.
Mobile,
Them a demon now.
them say, "Hold on, me can do this, me can do that, me a demon," or all kind of stuff. They try to catch this hype. I mean, I thought this is, and the hype that they're trying to catch is the social media hype. You understand? They're trying to do the next thing to be seen. You
Right,
understand? Like I
right.
say, a man put on a frock or a skirt.
Wow.
Just
Right?
to be seen. I
Just
seen
to be
that.
s- yeah,
I seen that. I seen that.
I'm like, bro,
Just
like,
for
And you know where that frock and skirt come from? Because the rappers, them what they want to start wear the skirt
Yeah,
thing.
I seen that.
And
I'm
then,
like-
come on, bro. That we
like,
don't
bro,
do that.
like-
We don't do that.
like
Yeah,
you
bro.
need to preserve the culture, man. Like
Yeah.
you
They
have
don't
to
care, man.
understand. You have to understand that your culture is your identity, man. And your culture, it tells you who you are.
Yeah.
You can't keep on like changing it. Like, don't change your culture for who you are. Like, I moved to America, right? When I was young, right? And I went to the American system, right? I should be more American than I'm Jamaican.
Than the Jamaicans that never been here, right?
And
But they're more American than you.
Let me tell you, I keep close to my roots, and I tell you that is what guided me, and that's what made me successful. Because when I've been through every school I've been through, right, and when I'm going through college, I meet a Jamaican.
Right.
I meet a Jamaican that's gonna help me to go somewhere.
And that's doing something.
When he sees that, hey, I'm intact with my culture, and he knows that, like, yeah, I'm Jamaican and I'm a real, as him say, real yard man, he's willing to help me.
Right.
Your culture is what gives you
identity
and tells you. Let me tell you something. It's so important, bro. Like, culture is so important. Marcus Garvey talk about this. This other guy.
Shout out to Marcus Garvey.
This Martin Delaney talk about this. They were black nationalists. You understand? And they talk about the identity. Frederick Douglass talk about this. W.E. Du Bois talk about this. These are all black civil rights leaders.
Right.
Martin Luther King talk about this, right? Your identity is important for our culture. You see why black American people struggle so much?
Because they miss
they don't have an identity. Black Americans don't have a culture.
Right.
What is American culture? Nobody can tell you.
Right.
No.
They don't have an identity, and that's why black Americans, you will find that most black Americans are lost.
Right.
You understand? Whereas as Jamaican, you have your culture.
Right.
I had
as an African, you have your culture.
I had a wonderful professor when I was in college, a historian professor, and she talked about the same thing. Dr. Stevens, you understand? Shout out to Dr. Stevens.
Big up Dr. Stevens.
She talks about this culture and mindset. You understand? She talks about identity, and she talks about this collision of civilization. And basically what she's saying is that whenever you have civilization collides, right, you have this mixing of cultures, right? And with the black people that came to America, their cultures were stripped away from them, so they don't know who they are.
Right? You miss your identity.
They miss their identity now, and that's what's like for us in the Caribbean to lose it. It's gonna put us in this place where we're heading to right now with all the crime and violence, where we're acting like we're not valuing old people, like elderly people. We're not seeing them as somebody we should respect.
Yeah, but if you have a man down in Jamaica shot at 81-year-old or 82-year-old woman, like bro, like for real, like an 80-something-year-old woman, you really like for real?
The culture, we need to
culture
preserve.
Is different, man.
We need to preserve.
But they don't know. You see, the problem with a lot of Jamaican youths, they look at America and they see this glamorous place, and they look at the things they see on TV or in the music video, and they see this. I guess they create this image. If you actually live in America, if you actually live here, you will recognize that all of that you see is BS.
Yep.
It's BS. It's you're getting up, you go to work every day, you struggle, you fight to provide.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's BS. And if they could understand that, then I think it would have a big thing on their psyche.
But guess what? Social media don't show you.
They show the glamorous part. And a lot of Jamaicans come up here, and when they go back down to Jamaica, they bring this image back and try to lie about things. That's not what it is.
I was just about to touch.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just about to touch on that. Because
come American,
because at one point in my life, when the ladies was rushing me and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta tell them, say, yo, I'm floss.
Yeah, I mean, I had to go back to Guyana and floss a little bit.
Yeah, but
it ain't nothing. It was just I was just being a young man.
But you're not. Look, flossing is okay to say, all right, we go floss and have a little good time, because a lot of people. A lot of people leave from America here, and you look at the time of the year that they come down there. They come down around
after tax time.
Okay, they come down around January, February, March, April, May. That's right. And what happens is they file what you call income tax, and they put all of them pitney and everything on it.
And sometimes they rob the government.
And they rob all the government.
And when they come back, they got to pay it back. Just so that they can have a lot of money.
And they get a $5,000, and they get the $5,000, and they take that $5,000, and they pack 4 or 5 barrel, and they come down to Jamaica with 1, 2 or 3 grand in them pocket, and them floss. When they come up, Uncle Sam say, well, you didn't have 6 pitney. Only 1.
Then when they come back now, they have to pay Uncle Sam. And guess where they live?
In our projects.
In a project,
All right.
yeah.
I
look what them a drive.
I look at them a drive. Hold on. Some of them, because they want flash, they will live in a one rundown house and them have a range park out front. Which, let me explain this to you, Jamaican people. Anybody can have range BMW or whatever America. Can you hear what? No. Anybody can have range and whatever you want America. Let me tell you why. You if you're working on it, if you're willing to make your rent the pay for a month, or you pay your rent kind of something, you're struggling to eat some food or whatever, what you can do is you go to these finance company that you say, all right, you have to pay X amount each month to finance it, where you lease it so you really don't own it, and you basically borrow the car and drive it so you can take some picture and flash and say, yo, me want a Range Rover. Nothing like that, brother.
Wait, so how come I can't do that?
Well, because you're smart. I tell you
that's
something.
The difference.
And we need to talk about this too. On this program, this thing that we're doing, Let's Talk.
Yeah.
We need to talk about financial independence.
I do have somebody that we can I do have. I'm not gonna say the person name yet.
Yeah.
But you know, I have my I have this guy that knows a lot about finance.
Yeah. All right.
And I definitely want him to touch on it.
Let's bring him in.
Because
let's bring him in.
He's here already.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's here already.
Yeah. All right.
Shawnee B, yo.
Oh.
Shawnee B. Shawnee B knows. Yo, I don't know how come me and him born the same month. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Shawnee B knows a lot about finance.
Yeah.
He knows a lot about the
stock market.
The stock market. But no.
No, don't say anything.
No,
I'm smart. I'm being smart.
You're not.
I'm smart about
it. Yeah, because you beat him on one. Well, we don't want to talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Let's put on there. Just know that I'm doing better than him in the stock market.
And I haven't even looked at my portfolio. I just like sit back and like, yo.
Just so that I can feel good.
I'm pulling a move. And it's gonna pay off in a few.
Okay, listen. We should see right now. I'm about to go check to see how my stock is doing.
I got. Listen, I haven't even checked my portfolio, bro.
I'll tell you. I'm pulling a move that's gonna pay off in for years to come.
So you gotta tell me that move because I need to put my money someplace.
I talk about that move every day. Anyway. Yeah, but not get off a topic.
All right, off topic.
But.
Back to the topic.
But what I'm saying is that, we need to keep our culture and we need to preserve it.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if we don't preserve the culture, you understand?
We're going to lose our identity.
Like, you say Rastafari.
Yeah.
I love Rastafari.
And it's a good culture. It's a good tradition.
For me, right? I'm a Rasta in the heart. Put it that way. You understand? I'm not going to have my dreadlocks and stuff for it. You understand?
You still eat your steak and things.
But yeah, I still eat mistake and thing anyway. But when I said like the Rastafari culture, and I like it because it shows Jamaican culture.
Right.
It shows that root to Africa.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
It shows that root that we as Jamaicans develop, and a lot of Jamaicans look at Rasta people as black heart people, like people that doesn't know anything or whatever. Rastafari,
far from it.
Rasta people are the people that's preserving Jamaican culture.
Yeah.
And you see, if it wasn't for Rastafari, you wouldn't have reggae music. You wouldn't have Bob Marley.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have dancehall if it wasn't for Rastafari.
Right. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And that's our culture. That's the core of our culture that's guiding us. And it still guides us today. Even though you have this foolishness that's going on, because people don't fall in love with Jamaica for what's going on now.
Yeah.
People fall in love for the Rastafari. You see people from Europe, from Canada, come to Jamaica just to get that Rastafari experience. And that's our culture. That's the core. To get the maroon feeling. You know about the maroons? The maroons are the core of Jamaican culture. So they're the ones that preserve the African root to Jamaica. You understand? And it's just, to me, like, for these young youths nowadays, destroying it. I'm a young person.
They're lost.
I'm a young person, and to me, maybe because I'm a big fan of history and politics.
Right.
Why I value that so much.
Right. So
yes, and because I believe if you don't know your history, you don't know your future.
Yeah.
You understand? And to me, it's like seeing these artists come out and say certain things, degrading females, right? When a Rasta man say, yo, you're supposed to love your empress.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Definitely.
To
And a
me,
box down your empress.
to me, it's a
Now kick down your empress.
to me, it's a disgrace.
Yeah. You know,
Understand, but,
you
you
know
know.
what? With what you was just saying right now, like basically the how the youths them lose their way and I'm messing up. Let me tell you something. I've traveled to a lot of different Caribbean countries and stuff like that. You can if you tie a Jamaican youth head, his eyes, and he can't see where he's going, and you pick him up from Jamaica, you drop him in Trinidad, you drop him in Guyana, you drop him in any one of these Caribbean influenced country, you won't know the difference when him just pull it off. He must still feel same there at Jamaica in a lot of ways, right? Until him kind of look around a little bit in Guyana, you know, certain little things that's different. But I don't know. I haven't been to Trinidad yet, but I know that in
Turks and Caicos.
Turks and Caicos,
Yeah.
in Grand Cayman, in Bahamas, any one of these places,
But-
you go, it will look like you're
Well,
still
let
in
me tell you-
Jamaica. But here's the thing: the difference with Jamaica, that why everybody gravitate towards, is that culture, is that feeling of that culture, the Rastafarian culture, that little bit twist that's there, and they are losing it. And when that day comes, when they lose it, Jamaica is not gonna have the power that it has in terms of influencing the world the way it does, because somebody else will pick it up. Bob Marley says the reggae music, and Jamaican people need to listen to what Bob Marley said. He said reggae music, if we don't know what we're doing with it, it's gonna seek until it finds its rightful people.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
gonna tell you
what,
something. This is Jamaica. The reason why Jamaica have this influence over all the Caribbean islands is because when England was ruling the whole Caribbean, right, the British West Indies, Jamaica was the center of all of this.
right.
You
And it
understand?
kept being that.
Kept being
right.
the center after independence too. So it was naturally for Jamaica to be the one to say the
To-
leader.
right,
You
right.
have Trinidad that fight Jamaica and say, yeah, we want to be that. That's why
Yeah.
Jamaicans and Trinidadians don't like each other because
Yeah.
of that history.
Right.
You understand? But you see because of that part of history that allowed for Jamaican culture to spread
Throughout the
Caribbean. You understand? And it's, to me, as I said, it's appalling. I'm not want to talk too much about these dancehall artists, but
Them is a big part.
it's a big part of it, and people love to go be the first person to defend them
I feel
favorite
them problem because them are
artists.
destroy their
So-
yard.
So anyway,
So yeah, people, thank you so much for listening. This is another evening of Let's Talk on Livewire Radio 95.7 FM and 95 livewireradio.com. You know who it be? It's me, DP, alongside
J Star.
and you know the man that go ahead us, Mr.
Shawnee B.
B. All right, and listen, thank you for joining us for another podcast. Hopefully to see you on the next one. You listen on 95.7 FM. Listen on 95.7 FM or on livewire.com. Yo, we're going back to regular scheduled program.